What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo. We're checking out Alice of the Upperclass from HALSEY. This is a bonus track from The Great Impersonator, which is an album that was both traumatizing to me and yet I found extremely beautiful. So if you guys want to see my reaction, it's here on YouTube. There's an uncut version over on Patreon. And also shout out to all of y'all that support me on Patreon because this channel is completely supported by you. Also, I was able to give a few of these records away for The Great Impersonator because I got support over on Patreon. So again, I just want to thank those of you that are over there. Sick. But anyways, I want to dive into this. I've not heard this track yet. And yeah, I feel like it's time to do it. So Alice of the Upperclass, let's go.
What happened to the girl I knew? The one so sweet, the ingenue. The jailbait roommate, not a fucking lightweight. Party tail on black and blue like.
Okay, that vocal right there, this is what I talk about when I say she's got this like naturally occurring effect to her voice. And honestly, it's so cool because like from a production standpoint, it's got to be so fun to go in with somebody who can do whatever you want to hear them do with their voice, and they can do it without an effect, which I think is so sick because it makes for really cool moments like this. I'm gonna start it over.
What happened to the girl I knew? The one so sweet, the ingenue. The jailbait roommate, not a fucking lightweight. Party tail on black and blue like. I think I'm gonna miss my train. The street signs all look the same.
Ooh.
I think I've been awake for days, but it's so much fun, I have no shame. Like Alice through the looking glass. I'm tired of the upper class. I wanna go back, go back, go back, go back, go back.
Oh, fuck yes. Love that whole setup right there. Also lyrically, the situation where you end up in the thing that you think you've always wanted. You end up in the dream. Everybody wants to be rich and famous, right? But then you get there and maybe sometimes you realize, shit, this ain't for me.
I wanna go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. I'm a freak, yeah, I'm a psycho. I feel so good when I am hypo. Man, I got up all night though.
Took another dose, but I don't think it's micro. Have you ever seen that meme where it's like, sometimes it's a turtle, sometimes it's a sheep, but it's looking at you and it's like, I don't think that was a micro dose.
I'm a beast, yeah, I'm a monster. I knew beauty, then I lost her. In a coma, can't defrost her. Can't you see that I'm an imposter?
Woo! Fucking sick riff right there. Love all the screaming ad-libs too. Super punk rock.
Where's the fun in doing well? The good girls never kiss and tell. Now the smart-ass white trash bitches in the first class. Well, that's
Smart ass white trash bitches in the first class. Fuck yeah.
American dreaming in a nutshell. You gotta get me off this plane. The flight attendant said my name.
Oh.
The captain said you better buckle up cause we're headed to hell in the fast lane. The gallows through the looking glass.
Oh, fuck. Sick drum break. Let's go.
I wanna go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. I'm a freak, yeah, I'm a psycho. I feel so good when I am hypo. Manic, I'm mechanically up all night though. Took another dose, but I don't think it's micro.
Fuck. I love that line.
I knew beauty, then I lost her. In a coma, can't defrost her. Can't you see?
I knew beauty, then I lost her. In a coma, can't defrost her. Now, I know that this has like a bigger meaning, but I also, I don't think that Halsey was ever in a coma, but I know Halsey was dealing with some very serious medical issues, obviously. And I feel like that line can totally like kind of plug into that too, because it's kind of like, you feel like you're at the top of your game. You feel like you're starting to have everything figured out, and then life fucking lifes, right? And it like sets you back down. And sometimes with that, you can lose some of that confidence and things like that. I don't know, maybe reading too into it. Still sick. Fucking sick guitar ring out.
I don't belong here. How about you? You can have my seat. It's yours for
Oh, yeah.
free, but I still get punished for good deeds. So you're watching from 10,000 feet in the
You know what, dude? I fucking love shit like this because I know that Halsey grew up listening to a lot of alternative music, and I just love the influence of this, like, it's almost got this like Riot Girl feel to it, but at the same time, it's giving me this like Latigra kind of feel. There's like a lot of cool fucking sounds coming from this, and I know it's authentic because Halsey, I feel like I could have been friends with Halsey. You know what I'm saying?
And I crash, I crash, I crash, I crash, I crash, I crash.
Woo! Okay, wait, just want to nerd out one more time because that vocal comes back, and I love how naturally it becomes that instrumental and makes me want to mosh.
And I crash, I crash, I crash, I crash, I crash, I crash.
Oh, dude, I fucking love that. That's definitely the best line, though. It even happens there too. Like, so she says, "Can't you see that I'm an imposter?" But then at the end, she'll hit that like ad lib moment, and then it kind of like delays, so it's like an instrumental of its own. It's cool. Woo-hoo-hoo! Fuck. Man, you know what? Like, you guys know, if you've been watching my channel a long time, I'm not a fan of like deluxe records and shit because I feel like it totally makes me miss out on songs that I feel like should have already been on the track list. And this is one of those moments too. I feel like this album is so strong, but every time Halsey like shows another piece of it, for example, with this or with a live performance or whatever, I feel like I want to revisit the album all over again. And I think that's a really powerful thing to do because it is an album that I'm a little bit scared of. I'm not gonna be honest with, or I'm being honest with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am a little bit afraid of this album because maybe I got too much shit that I haven't worked on in my own life from, you know, my growing up and everything. But like the album to me, like, fucked me up and it makes me like a little scared. But then I hear songs like this and I love this because I love this like punk rock mentality of this song. It's almost like oftentimes when you hear that punk rock rebellion, that punk rock attitude, it's coming from being in like the lower class or like the middle class and like fighting for a change and wanting hope and wanting a future and wanting to tear down like, you know, the people that are above us and all these things, right? It's like super fucking amazing. I will always speak very highly about like all things punk rock because honestly, like that rebellious nature grew me up the way that I am. And I'm forever thankful for that, right? But also I appreciate the fact that she was able to take that mentality and plug it into the upper class. Imagine if you had that same rage. Imagine if you got to a point where you realize, holy shit, I got everything I ever wanted and I do not belong here and I need to get the fuck out of here. And that's how it would feel. You would feel like you're going crazy because now you've got all this money, fame, and no one would ever imagine wanting to give all of that away. But here you are up there like, no, fuck this. I got to get out of here. Like I got to go. I'm going crazy. And I love that so much because I feel like she captured that in the sound, like all of these cool vocal moments with the like voice crack, go up to a super high note, hit an ad lib and all that stuff. That kind of shit is so magical in music in general, but especially when it's coming from all of these emotional places when you know this is such a emotional like fucking release at this moment. So I love this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, if you've never been here before, I rant a lot, but like that's how I like to make my videos and I like to pause it and shit. I just want to talk about the shit. I know people give me comments sometimes like you pause too much. Dude, shut the fuck up. Like if you go listen to the song first and then come listen to me rant. All right, but I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.